Welcome to the NC Spin After Spin. Additional comments from our panelists just available on our website. John Hood, what do you wish you had said on last week's show, but you didn't?
We spent a little bit of time talking about last month's jobs report in North Carolina, but I just wanted to reinforce a little bit more about some interesting aspects of it. We had one of the largest gains in jobs last month in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Well, it was pretty good in the national, but as far as North Carolina, it was one of the largest gains in the state's history for a month. Now, of course, that's because we had one of the largest drops in March and April. But in particular, if you look more deeply at the job categories, this was driven largely by food service and accommodation. People got restaurants reopening and people being able to work in restaurants and other accommodation businesses. Also, local government had a bit of a jump. Some of that was because of summer camps reopening, and so people being employed for part-time for summer camps. And so the unemployment rate dropped. But that's not the only reason the unemployment rate dropped. We've mentioned this before, that you've got a jobs report based upon asking businesses, employers, how many people work for them. But you've also got a household survey where you ask individuals, are you employed? Are you looking for work? And some of the drop in unemployment was actually people dropping out of the workforce because they were discouraged in some fashion or another, or said they weren't looking, so they weren't counted as unemployed. Among the southern states, our unemployment rate now looks pretty good. Better than many, not as good as some. But when it comes to the improvement, the recovery of our labor force participation, we don't look very good. So there's still a lot of discouraged North Carolinians. I'm hoping that the positive news in June will extend into July and August. I'm concerned that that won't happen because of the school's decision, which I think will probably reduce employment quite a bit as parents scramble to figure out what to do.
Well, and then on a longer-term basis, American Airlines just announced they were laying off furloughing 2,600 people beginning October 1. That's not going to help the unemployment numbers at all.
Well, yeah, that particular decision would be a rounding error. But if you think about other businesses out there making these longer-term decisions, there are businesses that even if we recover healthily, their business models probably changed permanently, and they will need fewer workers. They're automating things. They're changing the way they do business permanently. That's going to create opportunities for some to create new businesses as people work from home more and so forth. Traffic may be lower than we're used to, which would be in many ways a positive thing. But there are other kinds of businesses that will not respond, even in the long run, to the new conditions.
That's a point well made, and I think it's something that we need to underscore in future editions of NC Spin. Well, thank you for watching the After Spin. We'll have more video all during the week on ncspin.com.